Hi, my name's Tarek Dervish and I'm a yoga teacher trainer for the British Wheel of Yoga. I've been running courses for almost 10 years now and have trained dozens of really successful yoga teachers. I often get asked the question, which yoga teacher training course should I do? Should I do the British Wheel of Yoga or should I do another kind of teacher training? So I've decided to put together this very short video to help you decide which yoga teacher training course would be good for you. Before we can even ask what kind of teacher training course is best for you, the first and most important question to ask is, what does yoga mean to you? How have you benefited from yoga? How does yoga fit into your life? How does it serve you? Unlike most people, I came into yoga through meditation. I got initiated into a meditation movement in my late teens, and I'd never even heard of yoga. I didn't know what asana was. And it was only really until I was about 24 years of age that I came across a traditional yoga lineage called the Shivananda Vedanta movement, which many of you may be familiar with, and got introduced to postures and pranayama and meditation, more different types of meditation, mantra and so on from there. So I ask you again, what does yoga mean to you? You know, I did yoga for almost 6 years before I could really find a kind of inner ripening or a maturity to be able to reach that point where I wanted to go out and teach yoga. And even then, when I had finally decided to do a yoga teacher training course, I ended up doing more than one. I started off because I found it so beneficial to practice Shivananda yoga that I started off becoming a Shivananda yoga teacher. And then I went on to do an Iyengar yoga teacher training because I found asana work so beneficial. But ultimately, I ended up with the British Wheel of Yoga because the British Wheel of Yoga provided me with a very broad platform that I could develop my own style. So then that leads us to the next question. Who is going to train you? You know, a yoga teacher trainer may be very flexible, but are they the right kind of person for you to learn from, who will give you the right skills to be able to go out and teach the kind of yoga that you want to teach? So first and foremost, you need to find a yoga teacher trainer that resonates with your values. If, for example, you are a devotee of, say, Iyengar yoga or Ashtanga Vinyasa yoga, then there is really no point in choosing a teacher that is not strong in those particular traditions. Having said that, you should not really be looking to develop your personal practice from a teacher training course. You can do that outside the teacher training course. The main skills that you need to be looking to develop in a teacher training course are the skills related to teacher training itself. So let's be clear that there is a difference between developing your personal practice and developing teacher training skills. Because there are excellent teachers who you can work with, who you can build a relationship with, who can help you to develop your personal practice, but ultimately, can they help you become a good teacher? A good teacher has essential skills that they can draw upon to run good quality courses and good quality classes. For example, how to create a lesson plan, how to create a course plan. Also, there are many legal and professional aspects to be aware of and to consider. For example, the legalities around working with children, or how to risk assess a space that you might be working in. There are also other considerations, including how to observe, how to adjust, how to give feedback. By choosing to become a yoga teacher, you're choosing to become a professional, and you need to be trained by somebody who has those professional skills and who has the awareness of the profession beyond what is being taught on the mat. You have a duty of care to your students. Can you trust the teacher trainer to give you those skills so that you can provide that duty of care effectively? The next question to ask is, how long is the course? You know, the first teacher training course I did was actually only a month. It was a very intensive month, but it was only a month. Now, did I feel, personally, did I feel qualified? Did I feel ready to take on the role, the professional role of a yoga teacher working with the public after that month of training? No, I definitely did not. British School of Yoga teacher training courses can be 1 year, 2 years or 3 years plus, depending on how much content you want to cover during that training. Our essential course, what we call a certificate course, is 1 year, 25-day, approximately 25-day training, which covers all the essential skills for you to teach general classes safely and professionally. After that, you may want to do further training to develop and deepen your teacher training skills, your teaching skills, should I say, in things like meditation, pranayama, mudra bandha. You can go on to learn those things later. But the essential package involves all of the essential skills that you need to run a competent yoga class. So really you do need to think about how long you can commit, how much time and money you can commit to the training, but I would personally not recommend a course of less than a year. You know, the world of yoga is vast. It is really not possible to learn everything about yoga in a short teacher training course, or even in a longer teacher training course. Any teacher training course you do was really the first leg of your journey. And you have to accept and expect that you will be continually learning, training and developing your skills as you go along. So the final question that I'd like to address is, what will I get out of it in the end? You know, this is really quite an important question to answer because And it is probably one of the hardest questions to answer because there are so many bodies of yoga out there that are offering accreditation. The biggest organizations are Yoga Alliance, there's Yoga Alliance Professionals, Independent Yoga Network, and the British School of Yoga, of course. So you need to decide how important the qualification itself is to you. You know, to many people, the qualification isn't important at all. It's more to do with the skills that they're going to be gaining from the training. And I totally understand that. But to other people, the piece of paper that they get at the end does matter. The British School of Yoga recognises that people do want a choice. You know, we even have teacher trainers in our own organisation that run courses that are not Ofqual regulated. That may surprise some people, but we are a democratic organisation. But we do believe, many of us do believe, that an Ofqual regulated qualification adds just that little bit more of an edge to a very competitive yoga market. And finally, price. Of course, there are cheap yoga courses, there are expensive yoga courses, and it really does boil down to budget at the end of the day. But do bear in mind that often you do get what you pay for, because when you are doing a course that is properly regulated, then you are probably having to pay registration fees to an association, you're probably having to pay or contribute towards the quality assurance of that course. So those properly standardized and professional courses may not be the cheapest. So the price of a teacher training course may include many things, including to the accreditation and the quality assurance and so on. So do look at the small print and see what exactly you are paying for. So I hope you found this short talk useful, and it's given you some guidelines on what to look for in the teacher training courses, the many teacher training courses that are on offer out there. Thank you.